at some level in your cleaning business, you're going to want more out of your cleaning business. You're going to look forward to making more money. And you're somebody like me, you're going to get bored at some point, because I'm somebody that easily get bored and I really just want to explore more. But nowadays, people are big on focus. Somebody like me too, I love to focus on one thing. I don't like to go here, do this and do that. So for you to actually make money while still being focused on the cleaning industry, that is exactly why I'm making this video. And if you're somebody like this, you feel like you want to make more out of life, you have these big visions of becoming multi-millionaire, billionaire, be able to travel out the world, go on vacations and all that, then this video is for you and you want to watch it to the end. Making money in the cleaning industry is quite fun, but at some point, going to the site, having always having to go to the site to supervise your cleaners, always having to go to the site to supervise your cleaners to make sure jobs are done well, and all this implementation error and there, it gets really suffocating. You get really tired at some point and you just feel like, oh, isn't there other simpler ways or better ways that you can actually make money from? At some point, you're actually going to fall sick. At some point, you're not just going to be available to do all those things. So you just want to have other ways that you can make money from while other people handle that. Then you want to maybe create other source of income that you can, that it makes you getting people to handle those things for you. Actually, it makes it very easy when you're able to carve out other source of income. Getting people to outsource those things from becomes really really easy for you, and that is exactly what I'll be discussing with you guys in this video. Now, before we even get into you creating other source of income, you need to understand that you have to position yourself. First of all, why implementing the cleaning service or why running your cleaning service, you have to position yourself for this type of income. The way you position your brand, the way you handle clients, the way you do all these things has a lot to do with whether you're going to be successful in managing the other streams of income or not. So you have to learn a lot about positioning your brand. You have to mind the way people perceive your brand and all other things. So some of the things you want to take note of is that the kind of content you make, the way you relate people with people on your page, the kind of personal brand you've built, how people have really trusted your brand, the levels of testimonials that you have and all that. So you want to make sure you get this right. And if you've not getting it right already, or you don't understand what I mean exactly, go and watch my other videos on how to dominate your market, how to interact. There are a lot of videos I've done on that. Just go ahead and watch my other videos. Now, before we go ahead and discuss the 7 streams of income that you can actually make money from in your cleaning business, I'm going to quickly brush through the 4 levels of value that we have, because the 4 levels of value is directly proportional to how much you are going to make in life. And in every career and every industry on the surface of earth, they fall into one of these values of income or levels of value. Now, values is what you give out to make money. Now, depending on the kind of value you are giving out, it will depend the kind of income you are getting in. That is why we have to talk about the 4 levels of value. Now, the number one level of value is the implementation stage. It is like a staircase, which is like 4 levels of value, the implementation stage. And the implementation stage is the stage where people that actually put in the action, people that do the work. For example, the people that claim for you are actually that earn the least. If you would agree with me, this is really true. If you go to hotels, the people that does the housekeeping are people that earns the least. The people that sweeps the compound are the people that earns the least. That is because they are the implementation stage. So that is why, as a boss or a cleaning boss, you want to be able to remove yourself from that implementation stage as early as possible. However, that is not what we're discussing in this video. So as a boss, normally some boss, you start cleaning with your staff and you are still implementing with your staff. At some point, as quickly as possible, you want to quickly go beyond that, maybe into supervising, and then with time you go just into managing. And at some point, you even make sure you don't have to go to you don't have to go to the site with them. You don't even have to interfere with the booking, that the business actually runs on its own and you are above the business. You are managing the business because it is beneath you. Now, that is the implementation stage, and there's a cap to the amount of money that you can make there's a cap to the amount of money that you can actually make in the implementation stage, regardless of the kind of contract you're handling, whether you're the commercial contractor or whatever. As long as you are still implementing, you are still doing some things, you still have to be actively involved. There's a cap to the amount of money you can make in the cleaning industry. Now, moving ahead to the second level of value, which is the unification stage. The unification stage is the stage where you have to be the leader. At this point, you are just, you are above the business, you are controlling the business, you are giving orders, you are giving controls, you are like the authority, you are managing the business because you have managers, you have personal assistants, you have the operational managers, and you just give them what to do, you give them targets and all that, and they are managing it. And it takes a lot to be a leader because you still have to be oriented, you have to be you have to have these HR skills, you have to learn a lot, you have to be a lot to actually become a leader. So at this point also you have to have learned a lot to even to able to manage that position properly. And definitely you'll be earning more than somebody that is implementing, that is doing the cleaning, that is doing the booking, because you have other time to focus on other things and to actually learn more. However, there is still a cap to your income. There's still a level of income you can also get to, because you are still using your time and muscle, just like the people that are implementing. The people that are implementing are making use of their time to make money, and their physical strength, which is also limited. Their time is limited, their physical strength is limited. Same thing with the unification stage. It's just that you are leveraging on other people's time and other people's physical strength. So you are able to make more than somebody that's at the first level. Now, moving ahead to the third level, which is where the real worth starts forming from. That is the communication stage. Now, the communication stage is when you start interacting with people. It can be with your mouth, it can be with your organs or senses, it can be with your through writing. As long as you're communicating with people outside your geographical areas, it can be, as a communicator, it can be maybe even musicians, it can be anything. But this stage is where you begin to earn tremendous amount of money that is enough to change generations. Something like what I'm doing also is at that stage. So the first levels is divided into two. The first two level is the lower stage, while the top two levels are the highest stage of value, where you do videos, you make music that will stand the test of time. People will listen to it even hundreds of years after you have gone. I'm making this video now. People might not see this. Some people might not see this video until 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years later, and I will still be earning from this particular video. So that is what I mean by the communication stage. You have to look for a way that your business will also have this, and it's not just about creating process videos of you cleaning and all that. It has to be something that is actually impactful, something that is actually educative. It shouldn't always be you and your cleaners dancing or them cleaning. Even if it's video of them cleaning, it has to be teaching something to people. It has to be beneficial to people. So that's the communication stage. And the last stage is the imagination, and where your money brings you more money. You understand? So at this point, you are either investing your money to give you more money, you are you are using your imagination and your mind to actually create more money, being creative with how you actually make more money for yourself. Now, those are the four levels of value. We're now going to go ahead and separate these seven streams of income into these four levels of value. Now, bear in mind that every career, every business owner, every job that you have falls into one of these income or levels of value, like I just said. So, going by the cleaning service, which is the regular service for every cleaning business owner, you make money from your cleaning service, mostly one off, because I believe a lot of cleaning business owner that have been meeting that are mostly into one off cleaning and all that. So, you make money from one off cleaning, you use this money to go into marketing, you use this money to look for more clients, to do all and like that. So another source of income that I want to talk about above the cleaning service is maybe your recurring income. For those of us that are in commercial space, or you have maid services where your maid goes to work and then they pay you and you pay the maid. You don't even have to lift a pin. You just need to assign a maid, make sure you train them maybe through your app or physically, and they start making you money. You don't even have to go there. They spend their own transportation, and you just make money from that. That these two class of level is still the implementation stage, sort of, because somebody still has to implement. Somehow you still have to implement, somehow you still have to maybe get them uniforms and little things like that, especially the cleaning service. Now, the cleaning service, I believe, is the implementation stage, because most of the time at maybe this level that you're watching me, most likely you still have to go to the site to see what they've done, to supervise them. So somehow you are still implementing. You are not truly free. You are not doing anything that is leverage, something that will stand the test of time. If you supervise them today, that is all. You are not going to be continuously making money from that supervision. So that is the implementation stage. Foreign made service or commercial stage is still the implementation stage, sort of, because at some point you still have to be involved in delivery, logistics, and all that. You still have to be involved with customer care in case anything happens with your cleaners and all that. You still have to be involved in some way. So it's still sort of the unification stage. Rather, let's just put that at the unification stage, because at least you are not necessarily going there. You are not spending your time and your energy, your physical time and your muscle or your energy to do anything. So let's put that at the unification stage, because you are leveraging on somebody else's time and effort to make money for yourself. Now, the next source of income is sales of equipment or materials. Now, I see a lot of cleaning business already doing this. They're already selling cleaning materials, they're already selling cleaning tools, all that. And this is very, very fun, because I know a lot of you might be thinking, oh, I don't have the funds to start selling equipment, but you don't have to have the equipment yet. When I started selling cleaning equipment, I did not have this equipment in my store yet. We did not have anything. What I did is that whenever I buy cleaning equipment or tools or anything, I show people how to use it. I show people how it works. On my business page, as at that time, I just show people how it works, how they use it, and how effective it is. And maybe I already come to an agreement with the seller, the person that sold it to me, and that is just it. I just tell them the price, put my own little bit of price, and that was more or less like drop shipping. At a point, I these people came to an agreement with me, and they gave me really, really good prices. So I opened a free drop shipping page or website where I put all the pictures of all this equipment. I still didn't have them, but I was able to get the pictures online, put the pictures on all these places like that, and that was how business started. Mind you, I did not get any customers even up to like 3 4 months, even 2 months. You understand? But you just need to have this thing done already. You don't always have the customers immediately. The mindset is just that have it ready already, so that you can just send people the link, they will shop. And as soon as they shop, they pay you the money, you go and get the materials and give to them. Now, fast forward to now, I have a part of a shop where I have my own stuffs that in the shop. I just buy equipment, few equipment. I can buy 10 of these, 5 of these, like that, and it's really, really going well. Now, that is that for sales of equipment. Another one is rental of equipment, and I believe you must have come to a certain stage in business to be able to do this. At least you already have your industrial scrubbers, at least maybe two. You have, vacuum cleaners, maybe 2 to 3. You have your ladders and all these things that you believe a lot that I believe people usually use from time to time. So you can start renting them out at very, reasonable money. Our vacuum cleaners now, we rent vacuum cleaners out for 10 to 15,000, scrubbers within 15 to 20,000, and this is good money, I promise you, because this is money that people just take it within the next 24 hours, the same day they bring it back to you, and you've already made money. That is that for renting of cleaning tools and equipment. Now, this renting of tools and cleaning equipment, I believe, it still falls around the unification stage, because unification stage, yes, because you are leveraging on time and effort of others, because people are actually using the machine to make you more money. And the sales of equipment and all that, depending on how you position it, if you are able to get somebody that will deliver, if you are putting your product on seller or maybe Amazon or all that, I don't know, but if it is the physical product, you might still need to be involved at some stage. So I still want to put that at the unification stage. All of them are still above that stage of you going to supervise cleaning. So all these things has higher chances of making you more money with time, depending on the places you put your product. People can go and sell on seller and search for product. People can go on Amazon and search for product, and they'll see your product and they'll just order. So you don't even need to be there. You don't need to do a lot of marketing. You can go to Facebook Market, put your products there. People will just search and they'll order. You understand? So it's still unification because you are working hand in hand with people. And then as soon as they make the order, if it is drop shipping, the drop shipper will send them the product. Or if it is you, you just ask your rider to send it out to them. So these stages of income are still bigger or better than the cleaning service stage, which is the implementation stage. Now, moving ahead is digital products. Depending on what you are actually educating people on, or maybe the kind of line you want to go into, you can start digital product. You can start creating digital product like books, courses, or whatever on how to use machine, or how to clean, or how to actually grow business. Now, these are three different areas you can start working on, and this digital product usually comes along with people that are already doing YouTube videos, that are already teaching people some sort of things. Now, bear in mind that you cannot just come online and do consultation. You have to make sure you've invested so much in your own mind and in your growth. Because coming online to educate people on something that you are not really vast on can actually lead to some kind of flop in your market and business and all. So you must have achieved some certain levels of success, and you must be actually vast in whatever you come out to teach people. So, however, even if you're not really vast yet and you feel like you want to do this, you can still come out and teach people how to use equipment, or how to actually clean, which is something Malisa Baker has really exemplified with her YouTube channel. She has over millions of subscribers already, and she's also a bestseller author of Malisa Baker, which is Claim My Space. I also bought the book. Millions of people, billions of people are still buying the book, and she's still making money from the book up to date. Now, this lady teaches absolutely nothing around building your cleaning business. All she teaches is how to make homemade products to clean your house, how to maybe tidy up your room better, anything around cleaning and tidying up. That's what she does. So she doesn't do anything that is around growing your business, which is what I do. I just want to teach on growing your business. I see a lot of people come to my DM and ask me how to clean, and I tell them I don't teach how to clean. I'm focusing on how to actually grow the business itself, because I feel like the cleaning stuff is what you can just learn online, is the primary, is the basics, like basic, you understand. So it can be any of this. It can be teaching people how to use equipment. People are making tons of money on that. How to the best equipment to buy and all that. That can be your niche. So you can pick any of this niche and start educating people online. And then when you start that, you can start building digital products. If you want me to make a book or course on how to create digital products, just let me know in the comment. I'll be more than willing to do that. So as soon as you start making digital products, is not when you start selling them. I made my clean guru roadmap to becoming a professional cleaning business owner. Clean guru that I created clean guru, but I did not make any sales until like the third to fourth month. And then my booked and busy started selling very fast, even after I think almost 2 months. It started selling, that a lot of people start buying it. So it is not immediately you make your digital product that you start selling them. It's just that when you make digital product, somehow you want to look for a way to tell people what it entails, let people see the value in you so that they can go ahead and get your digital product. So it works hand in hand. Digital products, sometimes it works hand in hand with how you impact people, but not all the time. There are people that are still selling their digital product without necessarily coming online to make any videos like I am. So those levels, your digital product, selling your digital product, are the communication level where you continue to earn for the rest of your life. This is a book that I created maybe within 2 to 3 days, and people are still buying up to date. Same thing with my books and busy and other templates that I already have. People will continuously buy those books. Those are leverage, and you don't even have to be there. You already you put it on seller or Amazon, you just get alert. Even after you are gone, your children, your great grandchildren will still be making money from those books. So those are the communication level, the highest levels of income where you should be focusing on to make money in your cleaning industry. But what you need to have in mind that these are not quick ways like the cleaning service. The cleaning service part might be quick, but this like a big foundation. So you have to start gradually, and you might not start seeing results immediately. That is why you need to start as soon as possible. I'm also open to consultations on how to start, creating your digital product, YouTube videos. If you don't want to go online and start searching for YouTubers and all, I can also put you through on that, and how to create your digital products and like that. So the YouTube videos, the digital product, the consultations are all at the third, fourth levels of income. These are money you make even while sleeping. You might be on bed and you just get a that, oh, somebody just bought your book. You might be sleeping, somebody just booked a consultation with you. These are sources of income that will change your life. It's more than just passive income when you build it well. Now, these are several ways you can earn from your cleaning service without necessarily been there. It's like different levels of income exemplified in just your cleaning business. So guys, I want you to let me know, which of the levels are you focusing on now, and which of the levels do you really want to go into next, so I can know how to frame our next video and how to help you on this journey. Now that'll be all for today. I'll see you guys in my next video, and we're going to be talking about how the top one cleaning business owners get premium clients to actually scale their business faster.